A new Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order update is out now and gives everyone the pre-order content, including the orange lightsaber. Finally, totally one of my favorite colors, so very cool that we can finally get it. And there's way more to discuss, like where do we go from here with this game, and of course screenshots to check out. So let's get into it. A like on the video would be really awesome. And let's go. Maybe you already noticed it, but after the new 1.07 update, you get all the premium content that you first could only get by pre-ordering the game. I know some people bought codes off eBay for these extras because that was really the only way you could get them if you did not pre-order. Well, now after installing the update, you can go to the workbench and select the orange lightsaber, for example. Really the closest we can get to the red one that was only available for a short moment in the game. Hopefully they release that at some point too in a future update. That would be really awesome. And when at the workbench, you can also check the two premium switches. The Maigito campaign one that I really like thanks to the golden look. And we also have the Unbarren campaign one that is also part of the pre-order pack. Less exciting in my opinion than the Maigito, but still pretty cool. There's also the BD1 skin because of the yellow color. Looks pretty cool with the offshore poncho. And to stay in that yellow gold theme, we also have the gold Squadron for the Mantis that I like quite a lot as well. And it's just really cool to see that they give this pre-order content away for free to everyone. Sometimes it's like $5 to get the pre-order content a few months after launch. And now 2 months after release, everyone gets it, while everyone who pre-ordered it got it 2 months earlier. So that's still a great deal for them. Now, but good on EA and Respawn that they give this to everyone for free. Hopefully we can see some more things again. That red color would be really awesome. So just download the 360 MB update and you are good to go. And this update also introduced some fixes for an issue where bounty hunters would sometimes get stuck in Sevo. An elevator in the final level that I won't spoil sometimes disappeared. Well, they now fixed that too. The text was overlapping in the photo mode in some instances. Some people could not see the albino Waishak tactical guide, so they should now see that. And language translations have also been updated, and there are some more smaller fixes. I will leave a link to the full patch notes in the video description so you can check it out if you want. And this is really the first time that we hear from the developers in the new year. The Star Wars community manager is still on a holiday break, and it seems like the game director is already working on his next game. We already discussed before that Respawn is already looking for new members for their Star Wars team, so likely for the next game too. And Jason Schreier from Kotaku already confirmed that the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order was greenlit before the game even shipped. And now in the most recent Game Maker's Notebook podcast that I will leave a link to in the video description, it's worth the listen because there Insomniac boss Ted Price interviews Stick, the game director on Jedi Fallen Order, and there we already hear him talk about his current game. Let's have a listen.
When I went to Sony to work on God of War 1, they brought me in at, they didn't say I was lead environment artist, but they ended up making me one pretty soon, along with like Ken Feldman, who I work with right now, who's one of the art directors of my current game, and a friend of mine, Gustavo Rashi. We were all kind of like a three-headed lead environment team. Okay.
So of course he calls it current game because it's likely a secret game that hasn't been announced yet, and it's not Jedi Fallen Order, otherwise he would have said that. So guess everyone, or at least a big team, has already moved on. Maybe there's still a small team working on updates for Jedi Fallen Order. But yeah, we touched on this of course before, but I really don't think that we should get our hopes up for DLC. I think they will use their story ideas for the sequel. Still fingers crossed for some sort of replayability like New Game Plus, or that they use the arena in some way. This update already kinda came out of nowhere, so when we know more about future updates, again, maybe they introduce some other free cool goodies, then I will let you know here on the channel. So totally subscribe for everything Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. And for the future Star Wars games, I want to do a big video on this because we can expect the next Star Wars game likely sooner than you expect. There are some very interesting rumors and I already did some digging, so there's quite a lot to talk about actually. I was pretty surprised about that. It's going to be a good one, so keep keep it locked for that. Now, as always, I want to take a look at some awesome screenshots of the game that you send me via Twitter at JorRaptor. Follow me there and then send your shots, just like Nino did, with his awesome shot in the middle of a finishing animation of the rabbit Jotas from the looks of it. Like he already lost his hand, and we see Cal use the double-bladed lightsaber to finish the job. A really cool shot. Itai sent me this picture with Cal looking over the abandoned village on Zevo. I love how the camera is positioned, a really cool shot. And he also sent me many more shots, and I really like this one as well. Like kind of a sky cam look at the stormtroopers that appear on Bogano when you return to that planet for the story. I love how they are just all waiting for Cal to show up, counting down their final minutes. That got dark pretty fast. Okay, let's move on to Bruno, because he made a very cool shot where we see Cal look in the distance. We get the meditate point there. And that and the lightsaber are the only things with color in this shot. That's why I really like it. It's really well done. Wolfie is using mods on PC because he's using the red lightsaber in this awesome boss fight on Zevo. Awesome timing while the second sister slams her lightsaber on the ground. Really great shot. Keep them coming for my next Star Wars video. Twitter at JorRaptor. And I will leave a link to the Twitter page in the pinned comment too, so you can easily reach that. Again, subscribe, like the video, and totally check out my previous Star Wars video on some more cool mods that you can use on the PC. For now, I will speak to you next time, and goodbye.